I hope this is okay. I am Amanda Brewer. It's nice to meet you. I just got off work. If you haven't heard of me, my name is Amanda Brewer. I just said that, didn't I? I'm a YouTuber that reviews makeup. I'm also a published writer in my own right. Didn't have help. Did everything myself on Amazon, because that's the easiest way to be published. So, if you want to become a writer, I recommend go through Amazon. It's not easy doing everything by yourself, but it's worth it. But anyway, a link to my books will be in the description box. They're short stories. There's only 2, so they're pretty easy to get through. And if you are not subscribed to Amazon Books, yes, I said subscribe. If you're not, you don't pay monthly, it's still only 99 cents. It is very nice to meet you if you're new. Okay, this is my look that I did before work. I used the Jaclyn Hill palette. Yes, I put it away. Let me get it. I used this palette. I like how this wears. The longer it wears, it seems to look better. I don't know. It just could be my opinion. But I use this one, and this one. So, I actually swatched all 3 of those shimmers here. Well, there's 4. I didn't swatch this one. I can swatch this one if you like. So, okay. It's a nice red, very pretty. Okay. Yeah. See, these are kind of very mutual, and this is not. So it's a nice bright red here. So, and this is Bling Boss. But anyway, while you clicked on this video, I sound kind of drunk, so I just got off work, using my foundations and see are they still good or not. I used to have really bad skin, and I had a hard time with my skin, so I went and bought like any kind of foundations I could find. And I went with a very dewy foundation that was from Dollar Tree. But now I got this in a BoxyCharm, and it's really helped my dry skin, which is kind of weird. You have to have perfect skin. Excuse me. Ugh. You have to have perfect skin to wear foundation. Ain't that a little bit something? But anyway, well, almost perfect skin. You can't have oily skin. You can't have dry skin to wear foundation. It's like, what's the point? You know? So I'll be trying out a few and moisturizing and to get through it. I got this in BoxyCharm. I'm not getting paid or sponsored for this video because, well, I'm practically unknown. I don't have any sponsors whatsoever. So I will link this in the description box if you have dry skin. My dry skin was absolutely horrible. When I put foundation on, it's like my skin would just fall off. It was kind of creepy. It's like a horror movie. Okay, I think that's all for foundations I have in Kat Von D, which that is way too pale. This is a good concealer. Yeah. Okay. So I have Wet n Wild, and I have LA Colors. I'm gonna try. And I have e.l.f. It's a little deeper. I have no sun. I don't know. I used to have a deeper one actually than this. I get no sun. Absolutely no sun. So that makes me very pale. Yeah, could you believe it? I have native Indian in me. So, but I look very pale. But anyway, I don't know how much exactly. I do want to get a blood analysis. Like, my former stepfather got a blood analysis. He's a very tall black man. Very dark. So, and he found out he had Chinese in his blood. So I've been wanting to do that ever since he told me that. So, you never know. So, but anyway. Okay, let's take this off. I used Core Organics oil. You can use any kind of face oil. I do recommend, if you do makeup a lot, never take your makeup, even though it's a makeup cleanser, like to take off your makeup. Don't do that to your skin, okay? You can take it simple face oil that's meant for your face and just do this a little bit and it immediately comes off. All you need to do is take this is a sock, but a wet rag, not even warm, it can be cold, and take it like I'm doing now, and it immediately comes off. It helps if you use like pressed pigments and stuff. It really helps the staining. It barely, like, I still have a little staining, but because I do it every day. But it's not like red staining eyes. So, yeah. Okay, let's try this foundation. I'm gonna put moisturizer on my face a little bit before I start this, so it has a good chance. Honestly, if I don't use this every day, it shows in my foundation. It's not as bad as it used to be, but it shows. It doesn't lay right, right. If you don't know why I'm doing this, trying these foundations, I recently cleaned up my makeup area. If you want to watch those videos, please subscribe so you can see how many videos I have and stuff like that. You can see the whole thing more and better. And also, you can just type in my name, Amanda Prewer. Prewer is spelled Prewer. So, okay. Usually I would give it a chance to wear down a little bit, but I'm not, and hopefully it doesn't show. I'm gonna use this. Fit me. This does not have, is my perfect shade. Hopefully it's still good. It says it's very matte. Doesn't really have a pump. Just kind of comes out. So, don't drop that. But anyway. Okay. It's not stinging. I think it's still good. Let's see how it forms on my skin. And would I be using it more? actually pretty good. Oh, I'm using a Technique sponge. They're the best sponges I know of. If you know of a better one, please tell me in the comments. If you don't mind, put a link. If you're a YouTuber, I don't care if it's affiliated. I like supporting my YouTuber community. Okay. Okay. Okay, it kind of goes a long way, apparently. Will it go on this cheek? My nose is acting up. It usually does that. I hate that. And if you have if you have a problem nose, please let me know. If any tips you know of that works for you. So I'm still trying to figure out what works for me with my nose. Because if there's any dryness on my skin, this will be the first. Okay. So, make sure it's good. I'm doing this out primer, so I want to do an honest review of it. No primers. So let's see how it does on its own. And apparently it's not so bad. My nose is another story. But it's not that bad. I would still need to put powder on for it to look less cakey, but it's really not that bad. I'll be using this a little bit, maybe a couple days in a row, to figure out do I like it or not. But so far, it's pretty good, and it hasn't gone bad because it didn't sting my face with chemical burns. So I'll be sticking this little puppy back in here. Okay. Let's use my oil to easily get this off, so I can start on the next one. Okay. I love my skin the way it is, but my nose, oh my god. It's a pain in the ass. Maybe I could put extra of this on my nose. Maybe that would help. That's a good idea. Okay. Make sure it is all off, because I need to make sure it is. Okay. Why am I using a sock? Well, my shirt. Because I need to do laundry. And I got no money to do it. Oh, I gotta tell you about another link. If you like this video, you can give me a coffee tip. It can be $3. A link to that is in my description box as well. So, if you really want me to do laundry, it would help. Okay. You don't have to. Don't feel pressure. Okay. Yeah. My face is very smooth right now, of course, because of that oil. But anyway, where's my sponge go? Okay, I'm going to do my sponge, make it come off. Okay. Technique sponges, you can find them at Walmart, Target. Pretty much anywhere there's makeup, I think. So. Well, sometimes you can find makeup at a 7-Eleven. I haven't seen these at 7-Eleven, so that's probably true. Okay. I'm gonna try LA Colors. Okay. See, does it work better than that? I don't know. Be nice if it did. It's pretty cheap. I don't know. This is pretty cheap too. Shoot. Where'd it go? This is pretty cheap too. So get that at Walmart. And the powders are pretty cheap, so I want to try those too. Okay. Woo. Maybe I shouldn't start it on my head. My forehead. Okay, this is a little tan. It may be a little bit tan for me, but if my skin tone changes, if I get more sun, you know, it doesn't take very long for me to get tan, obviously. But all I got to do is go to the park once and see the ducks. Actually, I like this. It's a little dark. It's a little bit. Not very much. Well, I like the way it's forming on camera. Actually. Okay, it's just technique it a little bit more. It didn't take that much either. Okay. And it didn't sting, so it's still good. No. Do that cakey thing the last one did. Yeah, I'm a little bit too picky with my foundation. I want to be flawless. But it looks really great on camera, though. But I can see cakiness. Yeah, like little dots on my skin. But it does look terrific on camera. As far as I can tell. But okay. Oh, we need to put powder. And just glance it out a little bit. Yeah, I have very high appetite for a foundation. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Just technique it a little bit more and see what happens. My nose is still doing its thing. Of course. But it's like you can see little dots on my face. I don't like that. Yeah, you can definitely see it on my forehead. So I don't know about this one. I don't know. I don't think it's very much different than this one. But I don't know. I might have to wear them. So wear this for like 4 days. And then, well, 4 days with this first. And then 4 days with this. And see what happens. See how I like it. But it's actually not bad on camera. I know I keep saying that. It looks very good on camera. Actually. Oh. Damn it! Okay. Okay. Let's take it off. Okay. Sure, it's all off. So I'm working with a clean canvas here. Okay. I think I'm just gonna test Wet n Wild on my skin, because I do have a Dollar Tree full coverage, and it's very similar. It's practically, I don't know. I'm not gonna cheat. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now. Okay. For a cheat, but I do have a Wet n Wild one from Dollar Tree, because Wet n Wild is really starting to be in Dollar Tree now. Okay, let's go with it. Okay. It smells the same as Dollar Tree one, so I think it's pretty much the same. But let's go with it. Is it stinging? It's stinking. So this is bad. Ow. Okay, so that one's bad. One bad one, not bad. Okay. It definitely stunk. So I think it's starting to go bad. So okay, let's see this one. Do they all stink? Maybe I forgot. So when you weird it a little bit. It smells the same. Was a little bit of smell difference. No, that one definitely stunk. Okay. Okay. So this one's probably bad or going bad. So need to throw this away. Okay. Clean her off. Okay. Okay, let's go with this one. It's probably too dark for my skin right now. I'll give it a few. Let's go walk on Park, Amanda. Maybe just a tint. Probably not very much, but okay. Just make sure it doesn't stink. Okay. This is kind of dewy. Is it stinging me because the other one, or is it stinging me because it's bad? Okay, let's just go with it for a little bit. Okay. See what happens. Because it could be stinging that spot because I put that one on. The other one, Wet n Wild, on. But okay. Let's see, does it? Okay. Coverage is nice, but I still need to do powder. Still that cakiness. What's the deal with this? Okay, it's not so stinging anymore, so. Not so bad. Again, it looks pretty good in the mirror, in the camera. You can see my skin through it. Is that cakiness again? I'm looking for affection. Maybe it's not possible. Okay. I still see just dots on my skin. But I don't know. Kind of like this one more than others. But I will give it a try and see which one wins in like a 4-day cycle of each one. So I'll let you know which one ends up being the winner. Okay? I would definitely let you know, but this is pretty good. None of these foundations are over $10. They're under. So, not so bad. Not so bad. But anyway, many lovin's to you and much love to you. I hope you subscribe to my channel and continue watching me. I'll keep you posted on my foundations. Which one I like the best. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. And please comment. And tell me what foundations are your favorite. So I really would like to know. Seriously, I would. Bye.